Hello and welcome to Relax Your Tot. So today I am going to show you my introductory foot map. There are lots of different foot maps around, but this is one that I have used and developed from my years of experience of working on adults and children. So I'm going to start off in just showing you the different areas that there are on the feet, and I've just tried to keep it as basic and simple as possible. So let's start off first of all with these white areas here on the big toe. These here are the head and the brain reflex, essentially. The big toe mostly covers the head and the brain reflex. So if we are working on things to try and calm, relax baby down, or things like help with sleep, generally I will tend to work on these areas here. Now, the yellow areas on the rest of the toes, these correspond to the sinuses. And again, well, first of all, they're very relaxing to work on the toes, but also if, for example, your little one has a blocked nose or is suffering from a cold or the flu, these are a great reflex to work on. Again, they're helpful for children and babies and adults. So if someone has a cold, I would work on this, or hay fever, also really good to work the sinuses. The next area is I'm going to skip through a few bits and just show you the main areas. So this round green spot here, and again on this foot, this is the solar plexus, and I pretty much use this point in every single one of my treatments. It's a really lovely point to work when you are just finishing off a treatment, but also I'll use it throughout treatments as well to help with relaxation, and it's really good for kind of grounding and de-stimulating. So that's a really, really good area to work on. So that's this green circle area. And the best way to find it is, so if we pretend that we are cutting the foot into 4 pieces, so for the bottom piece, we have this light purple, then we'd have the pink, and then we'd have the orange, and then we'd have the blue. So in between this blue and orange section, so imagine that that is half of the foot, and then we're cutting that top half again in half, and that is divided by this purple line here. This purple line is the diaphragm line, and it's really good, for example, if little one's got hiccups, that's an area we'll work on. So that is always useful to recognise this purple line, and actually on a lot of children's feet you can actually see that as a line that is naturally occurring. So for example, this is someone's foot, if you folded over the foot slightly, I don't know if you can actually see on my hand, there's a line that naturally occurs. It does the same thing on the foot, and that is the diaphragm line. So the next area that I'm going to show you is this blue area here, and it's on here as well. So this area here is the chest and lungs area. So on the bottom of the feet, on the sole of the foot, this blue area here is the lungs area. And if you were to look at the top of the person's foot, on that blue area would be their chest. So if your little one has a chest infection, for example, I would be working on this area a lot on both the bottom and the top of their foot. So we're now moving below this purple line and onto this orange area here. This is the upper abdominal area, and it covers things like the kidneys, a little bit of the stomach, and this line here in between the pink and the orange, that is, imagine that is your waist on a body. So basically everything that's above the waist essentially is in this orange area, and everything below the waist is in this pink area, which is the lower abdominal region. So for example, this would be things like a little bit more of the stomach, it kind of overlaps a little bit, bladder, it's some of the intestines area here. And then lower down again in this pink area is the pelvis. So we have the hips going along the side here. We have a bit of the spine going up here, but then it kind of goes along the side of the foot. So I might show you that on a different video. Sciatic loop here. So it's a really quick overview here of the introductory foot map, and in my videos I will go into more detail, and there are some points that I can't show you on a foot map, so I will show you throughout the video, and some of those points include things like the adrenal gland, the pineal gland. Again, just a quick recap, so the big toe is the head and the brain reflex. The brain tends to be more at the top of the big toe. So the tip of the big toe essentially is the brain, and the rest of it is the head. And then the yellow areas here are the sinuses. We also have the ears and the eyes. Sorry, eyes and the ears, got them the wrong way around then. So we've got the eyes and the ears also on the second and third toe. But essentially, if you're working the sinuses, you'll be working those. And then this line here, the turquoise line that just goes underneath the toes, this is the neck, but also works on things like the neck and the throat, which also kind of goes in different areas. And then we have the light blue area here for the chest and the lungs, which goes on the top and the bottom of the foot. And then the solar plexus, this lovely green spot, the diaphragm line, which is this purple line, and the orange area is the upper abdominal, the pink is the lower abdominal, and the purple is the pelvis. And the last bit I just wanted to show you quickly is this area that isn't coloured in here. This is the shoulder reflex. And I don't know if you quickly have a quick massage of your own foot on this area, you will notice if sometimes, most people to be honest, this will come up as a little bit crunchy. I have yet to find a newborn baby especially, that has ever had this area crunchy. I think as children, they don't have the same stresses and like physical stress on our bodies as we do as adults, but on a lot of adults, this shoulder area here will come up on a lot of people, as will the neck actually. So just that's a quick run through of the introductory foot map. I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any questions, please do check out my website, which is www.relaxyourtot.com. And that's where you'll find more information and some more videos. The videos are going to be for a number of issues. So for example, supporting with sleep, supporting with teething, chest infections, supporting little tummies. So for example, little one has colic or constipation or diarrhea, lots and lots of different issues such as colds and flus, allergies, supporting with de-stimulating them if they're getting overstimulated, lots and lots and lots of different routines for lots of different issues that our little ones unfortunately have to go through. So if you'd like to check any more out, please do so on my website. And if you have any questions, please do also send me an email or find me on social media, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you again. Have a lovely day.